Welcome again, guys. I'm Dan Cassette from Sports Center. We're going to do some Pilates and core fitness. I want you to start with a wide base today. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, drop your pelvis down, open your hands over your knees, and then rise back up. I want you to think of a circular motion of the pelvis and the knees opening out and raising you up. So no pressure on the knee joints. Allow the pelvis to just traverse up and down in the center alignment. And find that the hamstrings and the pelvic floor lift you up as you rise, coming down and up. Let's add some breath. Breath in and out. In and out. Just getting some circulation through the body and getting ready to work. Breath in and out. In and out. Don't let the knees fall forward of the feet. You'll feel the twist before long and you'll regret it. Rise and rise. From here, a little different from ordinary. Fold one foot in so your feet are in parallel with a wide stance. Slide down that leg in the front. Bow your head. Now, if you can take your hands to the floor, go for it, or just stay over the knees. I'll demonstrate the one on the legs first. So the hands are on the legs. Let your head fold forward towards the knees. Now, we're gonna bend both knees. So you're going to a little faux runner's crouch. Lift from your belly and roll up. And as you do, you can straighten that back heel down into the floor and unfurl the spine. Keep breathing while you do the whole thing. Slide down. Now I'll demonstrate the hands on the floor version. All the way. Bend both knees. Yeah, drop that tail down. Lift your belly first. Unfurl tailbone, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck and head. Change sides. Same story. Demonstrating with the legs, hands on the legs. Just go as far as you get. If you can get to the floor, go for it. Bend both knees, round that tail under you, roll up by engaging your core support. Stretch that back heel down. Repeat. Forward you go. Bend that back heel. Lift your abs and roll up. Right to the top, guys. Turn to the front and bring your heels together. From here, I want you to feel the activation of your hamstrings. So the rotators are gonna work to try and bring the hamstrings together to connect right under your bum. It's almost like if somebody had given you a 50p coin and you were trying to hold it between your legs right underneath your pelvis. So hold it with the hamstrings sandwiching together, and you've got a lot of activation up the back of the legs. Now from here, with that activation, I want you to rise up on your toes and down. So we're just engaging the calves now, but we're not letting go of the hamstrings at any point. Rise and lower, rise and lower, rise and lower, rise and lower, rise, 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 rise. Relax the inner thighs. Let your legs go for that little diamond shape. Fold forward into a flat back, hands resting over the legs. If you're comfortable going to your elbows, you can do that as well. And just hang out for a moment. Let your bum and your back relax. Now, one hand on your knee, one hand on your lower back. I want you to twist towards the open side. So if you want to mirror me, you can put your left hand on your right knee. Feel the belly lifted up away from the floor to support your spine as you look. And still try to relax your bum. Keep the belly muscles lifted, transfer across and change sides. Yeah, you want to keep the hamstrings as relaxed as possible. Try to let gravity have your pelvis. So you're just relaxing into a knee bend as far as you go with the help of gravity, keeping your belly lifted. Come through center. Change again. Rotation towards the first side, belly lifted for support. Change again. Keep breathing. Make sure you're getting oxygen through all of this. Rotate. And come home. Hands over the knees. Pull the belly up, roll up from the back. And breathe as you come through the spine. Nice and long and tall. Right to the top. Good. Let the legs unfold. Come to a parallel alignment. We're going to do a standard roll down, dropping the cranium, head, neck, chest, waist, middle back. Bend both knees. Exhale, curl the tail under and roll back up. Tailbone, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck, and head. Down you go, head, neck, shoulders, middle back, lower back. Bend, lift your belly, roll up. All the way through the spine. One more. Down you go. Bend. Exhale, tuck the tail under, roll up. All the way to seated. Standing, sorry. Paddle in place. Arch one foot, arch the other. Arch, 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 arch. Rise up a little higher each time, coming up way onto the ball of the foot, getting a nice good calf raise in the midst. Come down to the center, shift over towards your right foot, and do 8 pulses upwards, relying primarily on the right foot. The left is there for balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to get high on the ball of the foot as you did when you were doing both feet. Shift over to the other one. Rise. 2, 3, 4. Probably feel the burn. That's okay. 6, 7, 8. Little calf stretch. Reward your calves after that. Change sides. Good. We're going to move down to the floor. We're going to work a little bit in reverse from some of our standard procedures. See if you can head to all fours. Now, before we do anything too fancy, I want to talk about positions of the pelvis. So if you had a neutral pelvis, you'd have a flat back here. You'd create a little tabletop from your neck to your shoulders, down the lumbar to the sacrum. Now, let's gently explore what bad posture would look like. Drop the hip bones, drop your belly, drop your ribs. So you look a bit like an old horse if a fat cowboy sat on it. Your back is sagging. It's called a hyperextension. Skeletally, what's happening is your pubic bone, your hip bones are dropping forward or moving forward of your pubic bone. So it's an anterior tilt of the pelvis. Collect your abs, lift those muscles up for support. Let the pelvic bone come back into neutral alignment where the hip bones and the pubic bone are on the same level surface. And that's going to create your coffee table shape or a nice firm neutral lumbar. Now the opposite is going to lift the hip bones away from the floor. So you're going to engage your abs deeper for this. That's going to cause your hips to pull upwards or behind your pubic bone, which is called a posterior tilt. And this here is a cat stretch. Wide shoulders, don't collapse your chest. You can let your head and chest soften in sympathy, but I want it mostly to be in the lower back. It's not a shoulder hunch. This is a great position for the spine. It's very supported by the abs and very safe for the lumbar. Come back to neutral. Okie dokie. Let's repeat with just a gentle hyperextension. Drop your hips, sag your back. It can feel good when you yawn like this in the morning, but if you try to work out or sit or walk or do anything in this position, it will put too much stress on the lumbar. So now let's collect our abs, come back to neutral. Exhale, pull the belly up deeper, pull the hip bones away from the earth. Wide shoulders, open chest, even as you can press down with your arms a little bit for some energy into the floor. And that's your lumbar stretch. Come back to neutral. Good. I want you to step out with your right foot to a little plank. Don't pick your tailbone up high into the sky. Keep it low as you step out with the left. Draw one knee along the floor, should scrape the mat, and then push it back away. Draw the other knee in, push it away. Draw one knee in, push it away. Draw the other knee in, push it away. Good. Now from here, walk your hands in and pike your tail high. You're going to go for a down dog stretch. If you need to, make sure you're on the mat. Really press your chest through to the floor. Then rise on 10 toes. Lower your knees down. Come back to all fours. From here, just a little experimentation for me. Take your hands forward, past where they would be. And then I want you to bring your weight all the way forward into a little mini plank here. If it's more comfortable, I'm okay if you want to bend your knees to just hover here for a moment. It's a faux press-up position. But then I just want to allow the feet back down and shift the bum back. So you're going for almost a rest position or a child's pose. You're going to come all the way forward into a little plank. Optionally, you can bend the knees if that's more comfortable. Then allow your feet down and shift your bum back. Go to your full faux plank position. Option to bend the knees. Now keep your elbows close to your ribs, but just bend them and straighten them. Bend them and straighten. So it's not a full press up. It's a tricep press up, but it doesn't have to go all the way to the floor. Now, if you feel comfortable and confident, you can lower your chest to the floor and then press away. That's an option. Let's just do 2 more, everyone, whichever level you're going for. Then sit your legs down, sit your bum to your heels. This time, go all the way to your deep rest position. Good. From here, walk yourself forward along the mat. Take yourself to your elbows. I want you to fold your hands together. Now, as usual with the upper back, don't collapse here. Pull the scapula down, lift the collarbone. I want it broad and wide across your collar. Tuck the toes here. Feel your belly muscles lift up first and come to your knees. So you're into another little faux plank. This time I want to stretch the heels out and go to a full plank. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, hips down, and rest. Stretch out your hands in front of you. Take your fingers and palms flat on the floor. Let your nose lower towards the earth and just hang out here for a moment. Shoulders are going to be wide. You're just going to rest into a nice prone position. From here, guys, bring your elbows back in, clasp the hands once more, tuck your toes and widen the shoulders, open the collarbone, lift your abs up, come to the knees. If you can, stretch those knees out and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, hips down, stretch out, palms on the floor, nose close to the earth. Shoulders wide, pulling down your back towards your sacrum, breathing as you hang out here for a moment. And good, roll towards your back. So you can turn towards the camera if you need to, and then melt to your back. From here, guys, bring your knee up to tabletop position. Arms to the T. Feel your abs press down firm to hold this pelvic lumbar region steady and bring up the other knee. A little spine twist supine. Bring both knees across to the side and keep your shoulders down. Feel your abs pull flat and firm across your waist. Come neutral. Change sides. Get the abdominals and obliques on the other side now to activate and bring you home. Change again. Exhale and return center. Change. This is a great exercise you can do. You can start small. You can increase to larger rotations as you feel warmed up. You can do it in bed as well. If you wake up and your back feels tight, you can just roll side to side gently on a nice soft surface of your bed. And that is a great way to loosen yourself up and get ready for the day. Also stay hydrated, that helps too. Take your feet to the middle, grab the knees and lift your chest. So you're coming up to a big cannonball position here. Holding on. I want you to stretch one leg to the sky and take your hands behind it. Put the other foot down to the floor. You're going to use your abs to pulse the leg closer to your chest. Change and pulse. It's tempting to use the arms to pull your chest to the leg, but don't do it. Use your abs to bring the leg in. Tap, tap, or I should say pulse, 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 pulse. Now try it with just the hands behind the head, and now you have to use the abs because there's nothing to pull on the leg. Pulse, 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 pulse. Catch the knees, lie back and let the knees just fold towards your chest. Nice little rest there. from here, I want you to push the belly down again, push the knees into the hands, lift your chest. We'll go for a double leg stretch. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more, exhale, inhale, hold there. Single leg stretch, just gonna hit them all right in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make it a crisscross, fingers behind the head. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Deconstruct, single leg stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double leg stretch. Round, out, round. 2 more, round. Last one, round. Lie back. Take a moment, rest. Put your feet to the floor, hip distance apart, palms on the ground beside you. Flex your left foot and push the heel away like you're rolling a golf ball with your heel. Push it away. Now, don't change your pelvic lumbar region. Your abs are gonna press flat to firm everything up and swing that leg into the sky like you're trying to kick a football over your head. Let the leg back down. Don't change your pelvis. Don't change your spine. Replant the foot. Change feet though. Right heel all the way out. Abs engaged. Swing it up long. Come back down to the straight leg. Bend and replace the foot. Here we go. First leg. Out. Exhale, swing. Down. Replace. Out. Swing. Down. Replace. Out. Keep that pelvis still. Use your abs and your hip flexor. Out. Swing. Down. Replace. Out. Swing. Down. Replace. Out. Swing. Down. Replace. Out. Swing. Down. Replace. Last one. Out. Swing. Down and replace. Good. Cross your right foot over your left knee. Open your arms to a T. Let the legs just fall lazily across so your right foot reaches for the floor and just put it down. The left foot can just stay connected to the mat the whole time. Just a nice little twist across the glute medius and piriformis. Keep your shoulders and chest on the floor and relaxed. Pull back with the obliques on the right side. Yeah, and bring your hip bones home to neutral. Plant the right foot, cross the left over. Keep that right foot on the floor. Here we go. Left foot's gonna reach across. See if you can let it down to the floor and rest there. Abdominals engage. Bring it all home. Good. From here, guys, catch that knee with your hands. Flatten your abs. Bring up your chest. Send the leg away and roll up towards seated. Good. We're going to go for a rolling exercise. So if you need to do a few more of those crisscross ones, just so you can work your abs to protect your back, that's fine if you have any lower back issues. But if you're okay to roll on the floor, we're going to go for the seal puppy. This is a funny one. You're going to catch underneath the leg and foot with one hand, catch underneath the other leg and foot, and you're going to just take the bottoms of your feet together. So you're rounded in your lumbar a little bit to create a rolling slope for your spine. Now, there's a little clap, clap, clap action here. It's not the arms, it's the inner thighs. And it's also to slow down your momentum. So you really have to focus on core control. Here we go. So I want to round my lumbar and pull my belly deep. I'm going to roll to my shoulders. Clap, clap, clap. Exhale, push my abs down into my pelvis and clap, clap, clap at the top. Here we go without interruption. Roll back, clap, clap, clap. Up, clap, clap, clap. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Hold. Put the feet down to the floor. Stretch your legs out in front of you. You can turn to face me if you need to. Take your toes to the sky, so a dorsiflexion of the feet, palms up. Keep your chest nice and wide, so I want breadth across your collarbone, pressing the sternum forward so we're not slouching in the upper back. We have a culture that tends to do that as we hunch over our devices, electronic and otherwise. So I want you to just keep your shoulders forward, feel the belly lift, and you're gonna rotate right. Exhale, pulse deeper with the waist muscles. Rotate, those are your obliques. Exhale, deepen it, and center, and rotate. Deepen it, and center, and rotate. Belly to spine and center. Let's do 4 more. Pulse and center, rotate. Pulse and center, last one. Pulse and center, rotate. Pulse and center. Fold the heels in towards the pubic bone so you're into a diamond shape with the legs. Hands can grab the shins. Slide down towards the ankles with the hands as you bow your body and relax into the forward curve. Roll back up to seated. From here, we're going to move to our side. Take your right hand down into the mat. Your left leg's going to be on top, but the heel of the left foot's going to be right into the crook of the ankle of the right foot. So top ankle into the crook of the bottom ankle. All right, don't slouch on this side. I want you to pull down with your lats, support that shoulder blade. And I want to think about lifting away from this shoulder joint so I'm not creating a lot of strain or pressure into the shoulder, into the floor. Use your muscles to support your frame. The belly is going to engage up. You're going to push up to your knees. And then arc your hips higher and reach over the top. You can turn your head, but try not to roll the chest forward. Lower to the T and let the hip bones tap and then lift again. T formation. Lift your hips up higher. Look with the head. T formation. Come back down, tap. One more like so. Lift. Lift higher with the hips. Lower, lower down. Okay, that is the easy version. If you're ready for a little more challenge, you can add straight legs in. So if you need to do it at exactly that level, we'll do it again, 3 on the exact same intensity, or if you're ready for the extra challenge, I want you to press up to a T, straight legs. Keep those legs touching, don't let them fall apart. Arc the hips up higher, turn the head. Come down, lower to tap, and lift. Lift. This is a side bend. And down, and lift. Lift higher, and lift, and down. Good. Swoop your legs around to the other side. Switch the ankle in front on top. We're going to get the other side. I'll demonstrate one of the simple version, and then you can choose if you want simple or advanced. Up to the knees. Lift the hips higher. Rotate the head. Lower. Lower, tap. If you're ready for the legs to straighten, you can go straight for it. Lift higher. Again, don't drop that top rib through. Keep it lifted. Come to your T, lower down. This is 3. Lift, lower, down. This is 4. Lift, lower, down. This is 5. We've got one more after this. Lower, down, final time, lift, arc, lower, down. Bring your feet around to the front, bottoms of the feet together. Slide forward, guys. Rest into the forward space. Rise up. Open up to a little V formation here, and we're going to go for the saw. Hands to the T. Again, with lots of space across the collarbone, pressing the sternum forward so you're seated tall. Good posture in the upper back, good posture from the lower back. The obliques are gonna wrap one into the other, tucking in to help you rotate. You're gonna try to saw off the little toe, but you can relax your nose towards your knee. Lift up, the arms are in this L formation, open them to a T and swing the chest home, remaining tall in the upper back. Rotate, tucking the belly in across your center. Dive, nose to knee. Lift, L formation, T formation, and then come home. Rotate, dive, lift to the L, T, home. Rotate, dive, lift, T, home. Rotate, dive, L, then T, then home. Rotate, dive, L, T, home. Relax. Shake out your legs. Give yourself a little moment to rest here. Good. Take your legs out straight in front of you. Palms behind you, fingers facing your bum. Tall chest. So lift up out of the shoulders, out of the collarbone. Pull the scapula down to support your back. Point those toes. The feet can have a little fist distance between them here. And I want you to push down with your legs and lift your bum. Let your head lie back like it's on a lounge chair. Lower down, so a back support stretch. Lift and lower, one more like so. Lift and lower. Okay, good. You can do 4 more of those, or you can do a leg pull back. So I'll show you the leg pull back. You go into the back support position and you lift a leg, put it down, and don't let your hips drop. Put it down. All right, that's what it's going to look like. So you can either do 4 more back supports, or you can do 2 leg pull backs on one side, 2 leg pull backs on the other. Here we go. Choose your exercise. Lift. And I'll do the leg pull. 1, 2. Don't come down if you're doing leg pulls. Switch. 1, 2. Everybody sit down. Relax. Come off your hands. Fold your legs and hug your torso. Drop your sternum and the elbows forward. Big breath. And open up to seated. Good. Face me. Take that arm across your body and hug it towards you. Just get a nice deltoid stretch here. Keep that shoulder dropped on that side. Don't let it hunch up to the ear. Change it up. Other arm folds in front. Catch it and hug it in close. Nice deep breath. Let it go. Good. Hands on the knees. Give me 4 shoulder rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And a final roll down, releasing the cranium, head, neck, chest, waist, pelvis. Take a breath at the bottom. As you exhale, pull the belly up and in towards center and roll up, tailbone, lower back, middle back, upper back, head. That's it from me for today. Thank you very much, and see you another time.